Good day, everyone. Ooh, hey now. Morning, everybody. Matt B. Davis here to cover Savage Race, first of the year, Dade City, Florida, spring 2021. With me, unbelievable. We got him out of his busy schedule. It's Ryan Woods.
I'm eating breakfast right now. Can you give me a moment? It's kind of early.
Oh, the utmost professionalism. That's what I expect from one Ryan Woods. Ryan, are you excited to watch the first Savage Race of the year?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
He really is chewing.
Yeah, man. This is early for me. I was supposed to start at 9 a.m.
You know, if I had Bracken with me, he would not be chewing. Bracken would be up. He'd have notes.
Oh, yeah. He'd have been up since like 3 a.m.
Let's. You want to take a peek at this map first and maybe tell folks what you're thinking?
Okay. Let's share my thoughts.
It's the best.
Yeah. So professional. All right. Savage, Florida. So we've got window walls to start with. Yeah. So this is a flat course. This is actually a really fast one. And there's not a whole lot of technical on this course. So what you find yourself with is a few muddy sections here and there, depending on how much it's rained in Florida, which, you know, Florida is a swamp, so I'm assuming it's going to be wet. But I think what might be interesting is not so much any individual obstacle. It's going to be what we saw in Jacksonville at Spartan. It's going to be how much does moisture and dew play a factor on obstacles. Because this is an earlier start, that means more dew, less is dried off, and that should make things a little bit more fun. Yank my chain. What is that?
So that's the new one they showed yesterday. That actually won't be on the Pro Wave. It's like the open wave. They do want the pros to mess with it. It's kind of like a Hercoist, but with a giant chain.
I saw that video. Yep, that'll be an interesting addition. They've gone a little bit more towards some of these strength elements. It seems like they're looking to do something like that. They had a sample one they did at Florida last year where it was a bucket and a long hook, and you had to hook the bucket and then lift it. And apparently it took a lot of time for people to get through on the practice sort of round that they do here in Florida. So I don't know if they're bringing it back.
So they ditched it?
I think it's a ditch. Yeah.
Talk to me about, you've done a fair amount of both. Talk to me about, is there any different kind of mindset when you show up to a Savage versus a Spartan, or is it basically the same?
Oh, no. Totally different mindset. Spartan, you know, you're prepared to get broken down with heavy carries. They're going to make you run through some briars. They're going to make you do something stupid. Savage, you just got to really prepare to attack. Mentally, you need to get out there and say, all right, this is where I'm going to be running fast, and these obstacles are the ones I have to get after and make a big push on. I've got to be fast on them. I got to know that I'll enter them tired, but it doesn't matter. You've got to attack them. So you're kind of looking at where the series of obstacles is going to be, that you might be fatigued, and you've got to kind of mentally prepare yourself to just push through that. Savage is a faster race where it's more wide open, and there's no time for dilly-dally. You can't stand at the monkey bars and shake out your hands if you want to beat some of the competition that shows up at Savage usually.
Well, it's interesting this you talk about, because one thing I loved about Savage, was the 9 a.m. start, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's extra sleep in the hotel. I mean, just a general relaxed feeling before you go to bed. But COVID, you know, forced them to do this to, you know, more waves, but they said they're going to stick with it. They said they're liking it. So I'm a little bummed, I'll be honest.
Damn, COVID strikes again. Yeah, you know, that'll be a little bit of a bummer. You know, you'd hope maybe they could do 8 a.m. so you could get that extra 30 minutes. Because I think most of the top tier athletes, you know, they have the same sort of routine. They have the start of the race and they want to get up a certain time in the morning, get a little bit of food in their stomach, get several cups of coffee, get their system moving, get warmed up, stretch out. Maybe it's me because I'm older, but that time in the morning is precious to get warm before you get to the venue and start doing your jog and stretching. And, you know, that just puts that alarm clock closer to 4 a.m. And some people like that, you know, and I'm not going to judge them, even though I probably deep down am.
Well, I can say, you know, I don't want to brag, guys, but Ryan Woods has stayed at my house before a race. And yeah, you had a whole stretching routine. You had to seep your oatmeal. You ran down the street 2 miles. It was a whole thing. Me,
Yeah.
I just roll. I just grab my coffee and my banana, and I'm good to go.
As a 40-year-old sleeping on your couch, it took me a lot of time to get warm that morning.
I believe you still brought home the victory, though.
I'll just assume I did, because I never want to accept defeat.
Well, listen, don't answer out loud, but in your mind, okay? I have to preface this because you're very much like me. You're very much a now kind of a guy. Okay. Don't answer this. Just because I feel like we could do trivia later and like give away free races. Do you know how many axes you've won? Because I can ask that as like a fun trivia question. Don't answer the amount. He's looking on the wall.
I'll answer this. No, I can do the math though. I can figure it out. There's
All right,
also that 1 year of Savage Blitz where they had the Sunday races that they had prize money in that I won a bunch of those. I can tell you that.
Well, there is that tomorrow too, though. That's what's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
The short course tomorrow.
Yeah, you think you're getting me out of bed again?
Well, it's an hour later though. We have time change, and we have an
extra hour. I think we lose an extra hour of sleep, so it's just a wash.
Right, but at least, yeah.
Don't
Come
expect
on, man.
it.
It's a short race. It's a very short race. Brent George, I like this. Brent George says, get your dunks, Woodsy, down that maple syrup, and let's get this party started.
Yeah. This is the mountain version of dunks.
What do you got?
Got a lobster. This is a Hatchet local brewery, coffee brewery up here. They coffee roaster. Oh, you got Oregon, I've got Maine.
Interesting. The two Portlands.
Oh. Cheers. Good morning, everyone.
Look at that. Good morning, everyone. If you want to give a shout out to your maple sponsor, I'm down with that, man.
Dude, did you see that tub I got yesterday? Hold on.
Uh-oh. Oh, wow. Look at that. You couldn't hear me when I said that.
That will last me at least a week.
Do you put maple syrup on everything?
I find myself just kind of sipping it casually. It becomes like a dessert. Oh, here we go.
Oh!
Ready to go. Oh, it's a beautiful morning there.
Oh, I hear that Matt, familiar announcer. His name's Matt, right?
Jeff is announcing today.
Jeff, so close.
So close. 4 letters.
No, well, I know it's not Matty T. I know the difference. Let's see. Let's see who's this a shot of. Let's see if we can make this screen a little bit bigger here. Hang on.
No foul play. Keep it real out there. No intentionally impeding or obstructing another obstacles. We've got course.
Hey, can you hit that QR code for me? I want to see what it leads to.
We will be going Facebook Live for the Pro Way.
That takes you to all the information you need.
Tell him YouTube Live, not Facebook Live. He just said Facebook. It's okay.
No obstacles for the Pro. We are debuting.
Is that Lloyd?
What's up, Woody?
Yes, this is.
How's it going, Lloyd?
That's Lloyd. Yes.
But that will not be
Hey, Lloyd, give us a close up of that sign. Let's see how much dew's on it. Give us a finger rub. Is it dewy?
Done. Nothing new.
More on the top of it, and rub your finger on it.
It's really dewy.
Oh yeah.
Now look at Ryan Woods. He started off a little bit slow, but look at that insight. He's like,
Yeah.
hey,
It's going to be a little slick on some of these.
I always get in the morning and just check the car and just see how much is settled in on it.
How about this? We will have a live.
Now, do we know who our competition is here?
We do.
Who
Would
we
you
got
like to-
here?
Well, let me mute old Lloyd here. We'll mute that for a second.
Yeah,
So-
shut up, Lloyd.
So this morning,
So professional.
look at this lovely couple. So this morning we have one Leon Kofed. We have one Ryan
The Great
Kempson.
Dane.
We have one Ryan Kempson. We have one James Zoish.
Oh.
Air Force Ken did not make it.
Oh.
Who am I forgetting? Oh, I had my list right in front of me. Oh, just popped my thing out. Sam's in the waiting room, but I'm not letting him on until he turns his camera around. I don't want to see those giant glasses. Let's go ahead.
So
and
no Yuri. Hey Sam.
Hey, guys. How's everybody doing?
We are fantastic. I'm going to pull up
Fix
the.
camera for you there, buds.
All right, let's switch this. Boink.
How you guys doing?
You guys live?
Yeah, we're live right now.
Hey, Ryan. Hey, Courtney.
There he is.
Super
got-
Dewey.
It's
We're gonna fail everything.
you got Matt and
There's no tire.
Ryan with ORM on right now.
Oh, is Woods there?
Yeah, I think Woodsy's on, right?
Oh, good thing you didn't come, Ryan. Obstacles are slippery.
I'm a smart guy. Smarter.
Wish I could see like what he's saying right now.
Yeah,
Just
he's talking trash. You got course director Lee Stoll,
up, Lee.
one of the newest members of our team, Teresa Spadola, right?
Nice to meet you, Teresa.
Wait a minute. It's Stoll?
It's what?
I never knew that's how you pronounced it.
Spadola?
No, Stoll.
Oh, Lee Stoll.
I always said Lee Stowell.
Lee Stowell.
Hi,
Yeah.
Lee Stowell.
You can say that. Sounds like that's like how a noob would say it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I never knew. Lee, can we talk for a minute though?
Hey, he
You-
wants to talk to you. Yeah, go ahead, man.
Lee, how weird is it to try to wear that mask? When I look at men in the world with the large beards, it just looks like you're suffering.
It's terrible, and every time I move it up or down slightly, all the hair underneath gets jumbled. Like if you were to put a sock on with your leg hairs going straight up.
Oh wait, that's hang on. Let's get Leon in there. Hang on. We got Leon in there. Leon, where'd he go? There he is. Good morning.
You not here. I miss you.
All
I
now
miss-
stop.
I miss you, buddy.
I miss you guys. I'm glad you're here virtually, but I would love for.
Awesome.
I'm gonna see you in 2 weeks, Matt. I'm coming to Georgia. It's gonna be a blast.
Awesome. Well, listen, Woodsy, anything you want to tell him? This is his first Savage.
You'll do fine. Just scrap your plan of running your race and run fast.
Just run fast. I
Yeah.
like that. I'm gonna go
Yeah.
for it. And my plan of being the nice, easy Dane, running my own race, I'll just go full American on this one.
Yeah, there we go,
If
America.
you're not first, you're last.
Yes, welcome to America. All right, Leon's gonna do well out there. He sent me a message, let me know he's not gonna go out hard. He's gonna run his pace. But Leon, he's gonna have to keep in touch with Ryan Kempson, and the dew on the obstacles could factor in. If Kempson is slow on anything because of that dew, Leon's the guy that's probably going to take over without Air Force Ken there. Ken's probably kicking himself for not being there, unless with all this sort of sloppiness on the obstacles.
Let's see who we looking at here. I know that guy. Hi. We're I guess the
I
real
recognize
pros are
a
hanging
lot
out.
of
They're
faces
waiting.
there. Yeah, they sneak around to the front,
Right. I know that move.
or they're jogging in there. A lot of familiar faces. Not a lot of faces, though, that look like they'll be battling up front with Kempson.
Oh, I got to mute that shit. We don't want to get shut down by YouTube. I got to
Yeah.
monetize this thing, man. Come on. I got to feed my kids.
I need to.
Hey, I'm gonna go grab a cup of. I'm gonna refill my coffee while you talk about the action. all right?
What's Riker talking about? I'll figure Woods. Ugh.
Oh, here's what he meant to say.
I'll fight. Okay, yeah. As I said that out loud, it was didn't come out well.
Wait a minute.
I'll
They
say
start
that.
at 7:30 or 7:35.
7:30. They're getting ready to go.
Dude, I can't get my coffee now. Then shoot, I gotta stay with you guys. I can't miss the start. That would be
There's
horrible.
Zook.
Zoich.
Zoich.
So Kempson got to be the favorite here, right? Right, Woodsy. He's got to be the guy we think is going to take it.
Yeah, without Yuri here, he's gonna put the field. He's gonna go out fast. Although it looks like he's stuck behind somebody at the start corral. I'm guessing they'll probably change that up, but he'll go out pretty quick. Kempson likes to control things. James will run with him for a good bit of this race, so we will have some competition. And if Leon sticks to his plan, he'll be a little bit back pretty early on.
Can we talk about how exciting this is? That thanks to the magic of StreamYard, we are bringing you this amazing live coverage. Is this dope?
This is really cool. I'm excited to watch. I want to see how this plays out. I want to see some of these obstacles with this do. Now, Savage doesn't have a whole lot of vertical obstacles, like pipes and stuff you have to grab. So that's where the do can get really treacherous. So there isn't a whole lot of riskiness because you can really lock off on things like monkey bars, the sawtooth, and some of the rings that you'll see out there acres away, and maybe even on if they've got a twirly bird with a rings in the middle. So it might not be too devastating, all that do, but it still make things a little interesting. And Kimson's going to get more of a pump in his forearms after this race because of it.
I'm going to have to call in the emergency services. I have to text my wife to bring me a coffee refill because I waited till too close to the start.
See, that's why I prepared.
I prepared too. I should have had a bigger mug. Let's get a little listen. Let's get a little listen. Get a bit of the feel.
It's just rules and instructions.
Come on. I like hearing it gives us a little feel. Come on.
You're just killing time trying to get coffee. Like, don't lie to your
I'm sitting
audience.
right here.
I mean, Corey is excited for America. He wants us to win, and you're just sitting here lying to him, trying to get some coffee. Dude, yes. Florida at 7 a.m. Here we go.
Get out of here.
Now, I believe there's a guy, a Mr. Gonzalez there that usually runs Florida, who will take the field out early. He loves to hammer that first mile, and he's a fast runner. So don't be surprised if Kimson is not out front. But if he's not there, it'll be James and Kimson that are pushing this here within a minute or two.
We're looking at signs in the back of this vehicle. I can't tell. Can you tell yet?
That looks like Kimson. No? Yeah, I think that's Mr. I can't remember his first name. I think it's Elias Gonzalez. Don't quote me on that, and don't quote me on that being him.
Please don't hold me to be correct on anything this morning on these announcements.
Yes.
How hard is it to not just drop like crazy sub-5s on this wide open thing in the first mile?
It's pretty easy for me. I think a lot of the sort of noob runners, guys without a whole lot of running experience, they seem to want to do that. But they usually suffer because of that. They'll do that for about a half a mile, and then all of a sudden they go to 7:30 pace pretty quickly. So a lot of guys struggle keeping pace, wide open running like this on nice smooth terrain.
All right, who is this? Let's get a look.
I don't know if that's Elias Gonzalez. If he has, he's changed his hair.
All right, LP, see if you can ask him when he's doing an obstacle. And that's Kempson.
That's James and Kempson.
Right, yeah, that I can tell.
And look at that Spanish moss on those trees. It's beautiful. This is actually a really nice venue. It's a horse stables vineyard place. Vineyard? No. But it's really pretty to run through.
Gavin wants to know how fast are they running for this first mile? What is Kempson dropping here?
They're running 5 flat pace for sure. A couple times I've done this race, and we've gone out, and I've been with the guys at 5:15 pace with 2 obstacles. Usually, one of them being a barbed wire. Nice shorts, all right.
We got the women start here in the bottom right, ladies and gentlemen. Gonna mute that action. It's a loud vehicle.
That is a loud vehicle. There we go. I was getting louder because of it.
All right, so okay. We got the women's start right here. Look at this. Look at this.
And who do we have here for the ladies?
The ladies, we have we just lost the ladies. Let's go back to the men. We have I just posted a whole bunch of them yesterday. We have a bunch of moms, a bunch of ladies that had babies recently or ever. I can tell you that.
The ladies are already off. They did not mess around. Oh, looks like the guys just went through a swampy area, and Kimson has already taken over control of the lead. James is a little bit back. If James wants to compete in this race, he's going to need to stick to Kimson. But Kimson does not like running behind people. He will surge in front of anybody who's gone out way too hard. So I believe that's got to be Elias up there, Gonzalez, to still be up there at this point in the race. He's definitely a good runner. Botany corner, Dr. Steve Best.
You were talking about the Spanish moss, the Spanish maples.
Oh, it's beautiful down there. It is a really nice venue. If if you ever get the chance, if you haven't been down there to the Savage, Florida venue, it's one of the best.
So here are the top women real quick. Rebecca Hammond, the artist formerly known as Jamie Styles. She's now Jamie Hieronopoulos. Christina McFarland, Chris Roglowski, and is Ashley Samples there? I can't remember. I believe she is, aka AJ Samples.
Okay. Is Alex Walker there?
Alex Walker is not there. She'll be in Georgia.
Oh man, that is a bummer. Yeah, the women's race, obviously Rebecca Hammond is the class of the field in terms of speed. So she's just got to be able to handle the Dewey obstacles, and that could come into play because she struggled on some obstacles.
Here we go. It's neck and neck here, right through
squeeze play.
Oh, look at you knowing the obstacle names.
I've got the map right here in my hand, but I know the obstacle names. So they're about a mile in now. They're getting on the mile marker right now, and the pace is pretty good. James is hanging in there, but he's not mixing it up too much, and that might be a smart move because it looks like the artists I'm calling Elias and Kimson are really going back and forth. Lots of surges. James has got to worry about obstacle efficiency later on. And early on. That was a little slow over that barn wall.
Wife came in the clutch. Got the coffee refill. Let us know who you're rooting for. Give us some comments. Let us know you're watching.
All right.
Girafabo says women is stacked. We'll go back to them in a minute. Go back to the women's field in a mo.
Yeah, the women's field, it's going to come down to the dampness of the obstacle to do. If Rebecca Hammond can get through, she should be pretty handily out front. But if not, we've got some really strong women here who are great at obstacles as the guys go through back scratcher.
Women also, Rebecca also, rusty, right? Hasn't raced, didn't race in Jacks. So you never know, right?
Yeah, she hasn't raced probably maybe in a year or so. But for her, it's not so much going to be the running. She's going to be in great shape running wise. It's just going to be, can she handle the obstacles? And does she struggle on anything? Has she done a Savage race?
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like if you've never gone on wheel loader, yes, it's a standard obstacle, but there's when your mind takes longer to think, right? This is the whole thing that came up for Renee, right? In her first obstacle race. It's like,
oh yeah.
Are any one of those individual obstacles difficult for someone? Not necessarily, but
a lot of them are though. I mean, they're pretty challenging. Their rigs are a lot tougher. Twirly bird, anchors away. And there's a lot of technique to be used in some of these obstacles.
No, I was talking about it at Spartan, like individually, beater. Beater isn't that difficult, but if you've been on it,
who is way out in front of Rebecca down there? There's somebody with a big lead on her.
Let's hop on.
Jamie in third.
Sam, who do we got in the lead there? Can you tell?
Chrissy in fourth. Chris Rogowski's in first place right now.
Okay.
Wow.
Number 186. Do you have the list? Number 186 is in second.
Rebecca
Jamie
Hammond.
Styles is in third, and then Chrissy is in fourth right now.
Number 186 for the women is
Rebecca Hammond. Dude, we just saw it.
Oh, I didn't see it. Sorry, I didn't see it. It happened too fast. Sorry.
I do not know Rebecca. Is this her first Savage?
Yes.
We believe so.
All right,
she's a fast runner.
We're going to go catch up with them.
Okay.
Right, so Rebecca Hammond
Lloyd, do you know who's the guy with Ryan Kimson out front? Thank you for that.
We're going to go back over here.
We have to go around. Okay.
Little surprised to see Chris out there out front leading Rebecca Hammond like that. A big gap in there, too.
Brenna says Ashley Sunday. That's right. Ashley told me she's only doing Sunday.
Right.
She's only doing the Blitz, which Ryan Woods will be up and ready for. You can't tell me you're going to miss this now. Your adrenaline is pumping.
We just have the guy. I'm calling Elias almost made a wrong turn there and took the Blitz course. So they just went through the intersection of the Savage Race and Blitz. So let's see where they're at now.
Okay.
They're, I believe, about 2 miles in.
It's more interesting, like towards the end when the harder obstacles and the rig and stuff.
They're only a mile and a half in, so I think Kempson's probably a little surprised right now that he's got somebody running with him, and it's somebody he doesn't recognize. But I do believe that is Elias, and he's a fast runner. He usually does struggle on at least one obstacle late in the race, so Kempson's just got to bide his time. But you can see Elias is putting Kempson in a bit of a hole, putting a little bit of a gap on him.
But Kempson's not going to sweat this, right? He's too experienced, right?
No, he won't. He knows there's still a lot of race to be had, but he knows he's in for a battle right now.
Okay.
Kempson also had a bit of a virus going into Jacksonville. He missed a couple weeks of training. It apparently wasn't coronavirus. He did post on it, so I'm not like spilling any sort of STD history of him or anything. So he missed a couple weeks of training, and he might not be in the best shape, even though he did well in Jacksonville, ran well. He might not be in his top shape either. So he could be sweating this right now.
Good job, Chris.
Chris has got a little bit of a gap down there in the women's field, huh? She's at back scratchers now, so she's nearly she's about 3/4 of a mile in, maybe a full mile in.
She's got someone about 100 yards behind her. Less than that.
That's Rebecca Hammond. I'm surprised Rebecca has been gapped that much. I'm not too familiar with Chris. Is she a fast runner? Matt, that's a question for you. Matt,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. One more time. What's the question?
Is Chris a fast runner?
Yeah. Chris has made a bunch of podiums at Savage.
Well, I was under the assumption she
kept
was
my
great at
stats.
obstacles. I was curious about her actual running speed.
Her foot speed.
Yeah.
Okay, here we are in good
This is
old
Rebecca Hammond.
World. Oh, she was on
Second
Titan
place.
Games.
Might be her first Savage race. I'm not sure. I've not seen her before.
Yeah, Lloyd is. We can confirm that's Rebecca Hammond.
Yeah, we know it's Rebecca. We've been telling you guys for days that she's coming.
Come out here real quick and just capture a couple.
No, there's no water over for
All right,
that
here come
obstacle.
the male leaders to Wheel World.
Males are approaching Wheel World. Both these guys should be fine on this. I think Kempson knows the technique on it. It is really just to stabilize and hold, but he's getting a little bit gapped.
Oh shit.
Video quality's gotten quite poor, but yeah, Kempson's getting a little bit gapped here.
All right, let's roll.
Yeah, this is
Got a low crawl in here and then a lot of running and mud.
What's going on, Matt? There we go.
Come on. It's our
There's
first day.
there's James. James is a little bit back too. They're running a good pace, and I do believe I'm getting a little dizzy here, Matt.
Sorry, buddy. Doing my best. I was trying to switch. The phone is a little scratchy. But tell them you want to switch to 60 frames per second on your phone. I should have told them that before. It's always a good thing. Go ahead, tell people who we got here, Woodsy.
I can't tell what's going on right now. It looks like the video for the Wheel World is frozen, and the trees look really nice. This is
Hey guys, we're heading out to Wheel World to try to catch up with the ladies at that obstacle. So we'll be there in just a minute.
Sounds good.
Say hi to Lloyd.
Now we got a bunch of men here on Wheel World.
Yeah, surprisingly struggling. I don't know if they just don't know the technique or if that dew is playing a factor. It looks like they just don't know the technique. You can fight that wheel all you want, but it's not going to make it any easier, I tell you. Yeah, it looks like that one guy has kind of stumbled into it. Kick that bell. I am old. Thanks, Nick. But I'm doing it for the right reasons.
Tinder is the Nick. Oh, look at whoever that was,
Nick.
just flying through. This guy's not messing around.
No, there's a simple technique where you just kind of grab, just like the guy right now without the shirt on.
Right.
You just grab and let the momentum take you through. And some of these guys definitely have some experience doing this, and some other guys, it's their first Savage. which is cool. They'll learn
I
it.
think. Thanks for narrowing it down. The guy without a shirt on. Appreciate that.
You knew the guy.
All right, let's get some leaders here. We got any women leaders?
It looks like the women's leader is actually pulling up right now. Is that? This is a.
It's a rough spot. We're in a rough spot for signal, guys.
Yeah.
Doing the best we can.
We're doing some interpretive stuff. I couldn't tell if that was a lead female or not.
Hey guys, the lead females have not gotten to Wheel World yet. We're waiting for them. Last time we checked in, Chris Rogowski was in the lead, and but it's going to be a good matchup because she's got a couple other ladies right on her heels right now.
Right on. Is that Elias Gonzalez in the lead for the men? Do you know?
I don't know.
Okay.
I've been following the girls, so I don't know what's going on with the guys right now.
Okay.
I was hoping you guys could give me that update.
I believe it is. I just can't confirm that that's actually him. I've met him a couple times, but it was hard to recognize him. It looked like he's got a new haircut.
Yeah. So
have we lost the men's
feed?
feed?
Everglades.
What's the temperature down there?
Hey man, looking good. Yeah, so it's a beautiful day today. It's a little chilly this morning. It's going to warm up. It's about 80 degrees, so you can't ask for better race weather. And we're just excited to be out here, guys. This race a year ago was when we had to shut everything down, and thankfully this is the anniversary of that horrible day where we had to postpone so many events. But here we are, right back at it, doing Savage Race.
Uh-oh, somebody's winded already.
At the beautiful Little Everglades Ranch.
It's got to be a good feeling, that year anniversary, having racing again, returning to normal.
I'm loving it, man. Loving it.
Can we get some leaders? Where are we at here? Camera people.
We're still deep in the men. The women are still probably a good couple of minutes out.
Yeah, we're waiting on the women. Sorry, I guess
Remember when Atkins went in super slow motion? Remember that time? Woodsy?
Atkins. Oh yeah, every time. But like this. This is for you young kids out there. This is what internet was like in the 90s and early 2000s.
Right? Like when Woodsy wanted to look at, let's say, a nude woman, right?
Whoa, that's not very professional.
We're getting some love in the live coverage. Eric Karp, great job in the live coverage. Nat Thompson, this coverage is great. Awesome job, ORM team, Savage and Woodsy.
Oh, that's Rebecca. All right,
there's Rebecca Hammond.
She looks like she's taking over the lead, and looks like she's immediately going to try and dry her hands on a strap. So I think this do is going to be an interesting element out here. Looks like she's getting through the pained look on her face. Really great ponytail, though. Awesome. I believe that's a whoop strap on her arm.
Whoop, whoop. There's
Whoop.
Chris. There's Chris R. right behind her, it looks like.
And it looks like she's got a bell. And is that another female right beside her? I couldn't tell.
No, that was just
all right.
Hammond and Rogowski. And now number 3 right now is Jamie Hornopoulos. And here she comes.
Oh, look at Sam pronouncing it correctly.
Yeah, that's good. Jamie's still right there in the mix. I mean, the elements of on these obstacles look like they're going to play a role in this. As you saw Rebecca drying her hands on the rope, that means there's going to be a lot of chaos. This is still really early. This is the first grip obstacle, and there's a lot more to come. So Jamie and both Chrissy are very involved in this.
Nice job. Nice job.
Hi,
Ryan,
Chrissy.
do you recognize this fan, Ryan?
Do I recognize this fan? What does that mean?
Nice job. Nice job.
Chrissy, she's going to be steady the rest of this way. She's great on obstacles. So she's the tail end, she'll be running that pace the whole way. She's not going to struggle on obstacles. So as women, if they struggle in front of her, she'll be kind of catching up. And that's the baseline pace they have to run if they want to win to get through the obstacles.
Here comes Rachel Waters.
Oh, my girl, Rachel Waters in 4th.
Presently in 4th place.
Rachel Waters, my homie here from Georgia. Known her forever.
I believe
OGOCR racer.
believe she's in 5th.
Who was 4th? Do we realize?
That was Chrissy. Jamie was in 3rd. Oh, we got the guys back. Lumberjack Lane. All right. So
All right, they're just finishing Lumberjack up. It was about a third of a mile. Kempson's still in the lead.
Okay.
All right. So they just crossed the 3-mile marker
Rita,
on
we're going
Lumberjack
next.
Lane. So after this, they got Block Party, which is just dragging a cinder block. Not really anything that takes up time. But then they've got Savage Rig and Inversion Therapy, two obstacles that can start to put Elias, if that's him, behind a little bit more.
Is it Elias or is it Elias?
Oh man, I don't know. Come on, dude. Why are you calling me out?
Why didn't you let me know if you know Carly from the Philippines?
I don't know Carly. I'm from the Philippines?
Yeah, she said she's from the Philippines and she's a fan of yours.
Yes, you said hi. I mean, how would I?
What?
You have friends internationally. What can I tell you?
Yeah.
You guys.
Is that Kimson? Could you tell who was out front? Was that Kimson?
No, that was too quick. Let's
They're
ask
still
Lloyd.
pretty close. It looks like about 20 meters in between the two. But I couldn't tell who was who.
For our American listeners, that's about 13 feet.
I wonder where Leon is in all this mix too. Leon is somebody that's known for his obstacle proficiency. So the dude on the obstacles, if Kimson does struggle, he's somebody that might be closing that gap. So they're on the cinder block tug right there, and that looks like Kimson has taken the lead. Oh, or maybe he's in 2nd.
No, that was Elias. That's Kempson right there, isn't it?
No.
Let us know who it is, Lloyd.
You're definitely backwards on that. And that's James in 3rd. So Leon is still not in sight, but James and Elias, they're more likely to struggle on a Dewey obstacle. And then if it's really nasty out there, Kimson could struggle, but I don't expect him to. He's very strong. He's very good on obstacles. It'll be interesting if we get to see Sawtooth. You'll know how damp it is by how controlled they are in the obstacles.
Robert Killian joining the feed. Robert Killian says Kempson definitely in 1st. Morning, Robert Killian.
Thank you for your service. See what I did there?
Look at you.
Thank you for your service.
What a suck up.
But Kempson shared a video of him going through Sawtooth, and he's skipping 2 rungs at a time on it. It'll be interesting to see his approach today if there's a lot of dew on it. He might be doing a match, and that'll tell you just how slippery it is and how tough it is.
Okay, let's go get that.
Who are we behind?
I believe that's Elias. Elias? He's a pretty quick runner. I believe he's got a 5K PR in the 15s, maybe even low 15s.
Whoa.
Yeah. But he's been doing Savage Florida for several years now. I don't know if he's actually gotten on the podium yet. He runs out front for a good deal of it. It's just something always seems to catch him at the end. And it's usually just one obstacle. He's pretty good on most of the obstacles till one.
Nat Thompson wants to know what the obstacle completion penalty rules are at Savage. Well, you have a band. If you don't complete the obstacle, you lose your band. If you lose your band, you can't make the podium. It's that simple.
Boom. You can do burpees, but they don't do anything good for you. What'd you say?
And you get multiple attempts, Nat. You can attempt as many times as you want.
Yes. This is a good battle, though. I mean, Kempson is not pulling away. But what will happen now as we start to get in the grip-intensive obstacles is Kempson will get a bit of a gap on each one. He'll probably pull out 2 to 5 seconds on each obstacle.
So we are approaching.
He's giving away it. He's feeling good. This is. Oh, he's pointing. It looks like he might be a little confused. This might be the. No, this is the rig.
Rig. Okay,
Yeah,
this should be interesting.
Right.
This is a newish rig.
fun.
Here we go. Let's watch him go through it.
Guys, that's not the rig. That's the we have 2 rigs today, so that's just one of them. That's not the
Nice.
rig. That is the Savage
Oh,
rig.
not the rig. This is a rig.
Yeah,
And this is one that's not going to – the dew isn't going to make much of an issue on the elements on there. He's through pretty smooth. Elias is locking off his feet. James is hanging right in there too. Yeah, this might be where Elias, nice job muscling through, but he might need to save some energy for later. I don't think he hit that bell.
Why is he hanging there? Oh, he didn't get it.
We've got James down. This is
He used his feet on the where he's not allowed.
Oh, on the ladder. Okay.
Yeah, we're having a language barrier of explanation, but I think you got it.
But
now.
so this isn't the rule. This isn't the one you showed me yesterday. The one you showed me yesterday had cheese on it.
No,
different one. That's yet to come. That's later in the race.
So he just lost
Come
a
on,
place.
James. James is through. All right. Good job, James.
James is now. So James now.
Here's Leon. Watch Leon come through. All right. That obstacle efficiency. Leon is not out of this.
Bam.
Very smooth. Boom. All right, Leon.
I don't know if you guys saw him on Wheel World, but the wheels didn't even turn. He just like bam, 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 bam.
Was that Leon?
Yeah, on back on Wheel World. It was insane.
He makes his own technique.
Who was that? Who was that just kicked the bell?
Missed it.
So you got Kempson in first, and now Leon in second.
James is in second. James made it through pretty smooth.
Second. I think Leon took third.
So Leon just jumped into third position, as our friend Megita would say. And now this Elias, who was in second, is now fallen all the way back to like sixth. He's trying a different technique now.
All right. His muscling technique is really going to haunt him later in the race. His arms are going to be shot after this if he makes this bell, which he did.
There he
Good job.
goes. There he goes. Nice job. Great coverage on that camera guy. Thank you.
Super fast runner.
You can go this way or you can go that way.
And we've seen him come out many times, and it's later in the race where he tends to kind of fall off. So,
yeah, but it just goes to show you what we talked about, man. Obstacle proficiency. He was in second, and now he's all the way back. But yeah, he's way too much time under tension, as we say, Ryan Woods, by doing it that way.
Yeah,
and even if he had gotten through, if you were allowed to use your feet, he would have lost ground. He probably would have been coming off in third.
Got some Leon fans in here. Charlotte Engelman.
Leon's in really good shape. I mean, he's probably 30 seconds back at Kimson. So if Kimson struggles on anything, and sometimes these early Dewey obstacles, you get through just fine because your arms are still pretty fresh, but it all starts to add up and take a toll. And there is a chance, Kimson could fatigue a little bit, and Leon could make up more ground later. I think it's unlikely, but that is a possibility. This one really should be a little easier than a lot of the other Dewey obstacles because of the rope that you can use right there, the wood. You only have those kind of two monkey bars that are metal, which really get slick in the dew.
Yeah, and as you can see, there's still a considerable. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but
this obstacle for the women should be interesting. We could see some struggles from some of the top runners.
Can we get some of the women now that we've gone through the top 10 guys?
That's the women's.
Yeah, we've got. Hey, Matt, we've got the first place female. First place female just came out of the woods. Here she is.
It's Rebecca. Rebecca
Hammond.
Yes, sir.
Has a solid lead right now. I don't see Chris Rogowski yet, so Rebecca Hammond has a very solid lead at the moment.
Which we predicted. No surprise there. She is considerably faster than most of those women.
I believe Chris might have went out a little hard. To put someone like Rebecca in the hole that much, either Rebecca's just kind of running her own pace, nice and easy, just a regular run pace with super confidence, or Chris might have went out a little bit beyond her capabilities.
Head of her skis, as we say in the business, Ron Woods.
Head of her skis? I didn't know that.
Ahead of your skis, they say.
Yeah, I heard you. No, I've never heard that.
Here comes Chris now. So here comes Chris out of the woods. But she's a couple hundred yards back at this point.
Yeah, looks like at least 30 to 45 seconds back. But this race for the women is not over. The women's race is really going to be decided once we start getting these obstacles here, which they're really getting to the first challenge here with that rig, maybe in the next 5 minutes. What do you think is going to happen, dear? Do you think anyone's going to struggle in that rig for the women now that we've seen it?
The second one, well, the second one's considerably harder.
No, the one
Don't
we've
look-
seen,
Don't we roll your eyes at me?
the one we just saw, the first one
I-
coming
We
up.
got a lot of obstacles left out there.
So there's Chris
Yep.
at Block Party. Oh wow! So she's not at the rig yet, and Rebecca already went through it, right?
No. Rebecca's probably about 3 or 4 minutes away from the rig.
It's Block Party, then Savage Rig, and then the other rig is called Savage Rig. Both obstacle 13 and 17 are both called Savage Rig.
That's Rachel and Jamie, right?
now. Yes, it is.
Oh, or is that
No,
Chrissy?
That is Chrissy and Jamie tied for third right now.
All right, everybody's frozen here. Sorry, guys. Just
So Chrissy's
deal with it.
moved up a little bit on Jamie. Chrissy was a few seconds back, so that's a good sign for Chrissy. I wouldn't be surprised if Chrissy ends up pulling this out. Just based on obstacle efficiency, she's pretty good at them. I think Chris is as well. I know less about her. I believe she's from Texas, and I don't see her at many of these races. But I know Chrissy is really strong on obstacles, as is Jamie. And if Chrissy's running a little bit ahead of her, then she might be one of the favorites if one of the girls in front of her struggles.
Trail Running Zen says, "Is this like a Battle Frog race?" I know who Trail Running Zen is, but I'm not going to call him out. He's being funny.
Battle Frog X.
All right, give us a decent shot here. More of these pretty trees, though. Aaron.
Spanish moss, beautiful, gorgeous.
Does it make you wish you were racing today?
No, I'm not in shape to be out flying around racing right now.
Would you say that Spartan was that just a lucky break for you? Is that what you're trying to say?
Under.
Oh, absolutely. All right, over-unders. Is that what I heard Lee yelling in the background?
There's Kempson.
All right. So that's the 2-mile mark of the Blitz course. Kempson's moving well. These are kind of
That's a 2-mile
fun.
mark for Blitz.
Hey, we just said
so
that.
they just passed the 5-mile mark, and so they're in the final mile now. They've got about 1.25 miles to go.
Yeah, it's about to
Colossus,
get hot and heavy. We got
Sawtooth.
Colossus, Sawtooth, and then a gauntlet in the infield.
Battering Bird. Yeah, we've got some good stuff ahead. Battering Bird and Savage Rig are the ones that, if they're late and if you're pumped, we could see somebody struggling. But I don't think that's going to be Kempson. Kempson is a pretty obstacle efficient. I think it's going to be the people behind him. I think we're looking at a Kempson Leon finish 1-2 here. Rebecca just made it through that rig really smooth. You see that? Good job, Rebecca.
I did not.
Rebecca is a very good climber. It's been kind of odd, some of the struggles she's had at obstacles at Spartan Race. So it almost seemed more mental than physical for her.
Wait a minute, he's already going up. Whatchamacallit?
Colossus.
Oh, it's not like it for Georgia. Smash.
This might be the hardest obstacle at a Savage Race, is getting out of these the Colossus pool here. That tarp is sloped on the water, and you just
Sorry, we were getting a good shot at the
can't
women's
seem
side.
to get out.
No, it's a place right now. It's freezing up
Oh,
on
and
me.
Kempson's struggling. I told you the hardest obstacle, getting out of the Colossus pool. He's struggling. Come on, buddy. You can do it. Your heart starts racing. You start panicking because you're like, man, I'm not moving. But then everyone else does the same thing.
Yeah.
All right, here comes Chris. She's taking a few seconds, shaking it out. Got her feet locked in. Very smooth, very smooth. She is not struggling at all. Very good. All right. I don't know if we're going to see the women struggling on this one.
It looks like Jay-Z just came down Colossus.
Oh, hey, look at this. Steve Best gave us $10 in stars. You can do that. If you're enjoying this broadcast and you want to help feed my kids cereal, you too can give some money. Hop on your YouTube and contribute.
Just know none of it goes to me.
None of it goes to Woods. He's rich. Woods has got like a very successful practice. He plays it down, but what do you have, like 7 properties?
I'm investing in Aru coins right now.
You and Atkins are like real estate kings. Wait a minute, who's this? Who do we got? Jamie and who?
That is Chrissy, who just turned around backwards, but she straightened it back out. Jamie is really smooth through this right now. Oh, maybe I just jinxed her. There we go. Kick that bell. All the women seem to be climbing up and tapping it with their hands. Right about there, you could swing and kick.
Well, maybe they're just so used to
Very
Spartan
smooth.
where you can't kick anything anymore.
These ladies don't do Spartans. Only Rebecca does. They seem to prefer obstacles as opposed to carrying buckets of rocks.
Is there any
All right,
phrases?
James is on Sawtooth there. You see him doing that match. It looks like we missed Kimpson going through there. He's matching. He's made it through pretty well.
Is through.
And there's Leon. Look at let's watch the speed of Leon here. Just man.
Oh,
Look at that. It's
making
like
a
gravity
push for
doesn't
second.
exist. And he's now skipping rungs.
It's about to be his part of the race.
There you go.
It is.
This is where dare I say, look at the fitness.
Is Corinna here? I didn't.
Oh, what a surprise. Eric Richardson is complaining. Thanks, Richard. Thanks, Eric.
Yeah, we could do both boxes the same. I kind of was thinking the same complaint.
Well, that's the thing is that I can do 4 in the box, right?
Yeah,
but I have to
go.
remove you completely from the feed to make you even smaller, I think. And I don't want to do that.
Well, let's go big box with Leon there because he's running a pretty good pace. And this could be really interesting right here as we get to have we gone through Anchors Away? Did they have that out there?
I like when you said big box Leon, though.
Big box Leon. That'd be a good nickname.
Oh, hang on. Look at big dog Stephanie dropping 20 bones. Whoop, whoop.
I would thank you, Stephanie, but it doesn't go to me. Oh, yeah, we got Anchors Away coming up. Pedal for the metal, too, is something that could get Leon in trouble. There's a little bit of a technique to it. Battering ram to Twirly Bird here. James is doing really well. He's improved on his obstacle efficiency over the last couple of years.
Oh, look at this. Look at this.
He's
On
going to
his
have to be
heel.
fast to keep Leon off
On
of
his
him, though.
heels. I'm going to go ahead and say it. I think Leon moves through second if in the next series of obstacles. What do you think?
I think that was my pick too. He's closing in, but he's still got to make up some time. Lots of obstacles still to go, though.
Wow, but that was impressive, though, dude. He really is. That obstacle proficiency is really for him. And Stephanie, thank you so much. My kids' cereal fund. Thank you. Anybody else wants to give? We would love it.
All right, enough about the giving. Yeah, Leon's going to make up 2 to 3 seconds here on each of these obstacles, I believe. But James is probably going to be outrunning him in between. That's still a pretty big gap. He might.
Ralph
need
says
James
rooting for
to
Leon
struggle.
here from Copenhagen. Well, yeah, it looked close there for a second, but now it looks like he hasn't even seen him.
What is miso? Oh, that's going to be a barbed wire crawl. But without the barbs.
Miso smooth is miso thorny without the thorns.
Yeah. All right, this is the obstacle they skipped. That's the new one. We're not frozen. Are you frozen?
Okay. I froze.
Well, we're still watching Leon here. He just ran past the new obstacle, the yank my chain. So that means he's got that barbed wire crawl coming up, and he's about a quarter mile from pedal to metal. And that could be one that throws him for a loop because there's a technique on that. You want to put your feet in the right spot. And with him seeing it for the first time, he might not have the little ins and outs to get through it as efficiently as possible. It's a frustrating one too. It takes a lot of time, and it's one of those obstacles where you get a sense of panic setting in on it, just like you do at getting out of the Colossus pool, where you're just not moving like you should, and you don't kind of realize everyone else is doing in the same boat. There's Rebecca over Twin Peaks.
Oh, we get a nice shot. Here we go. Finally, must be getting closer to signal, an unvarnished shot there.
So she is Twin Peaks. That's she's getting close to 5 miles in. So she's running a really good pace. She might not be going that much slower than the top guys, maybe a minute or two overall, because she'll be approaching over-unders where we picked up with Ryan Kimpson about 5 minutes ago. And here's pedal to metal. It looks like
Pedal full metal.
Leon's got a good technique there, so he should be fine. He's doing it the right way. Someone might have coached him up a little bit
to do the one side. I'm sure Kempson did, or VJ.
Yeah. I don't know why he doesn't need to maintain that crunch position, but maybe he's just trying to get his abs toned.
maybe that's what they do in Denmark. I don't know.
This is
he's not doing the one side. He's doing both sides. I do one side.
I thought he was doing the one side. We're getting a close up of his face. It's a little awkward. All right, he's through. Let's see where James is. James is just finishing. Ooh, that has gotten a little tighter, hasn't it? Wow, Leon made up ground on that obstacle. Sometimes that obstacle feels like a little bit of dumb luck too. If you just pick the right tires, some seem to be smoother than others, but whatever it is, if James is feeling fatigued, here we go. This is I believe this is Twirly Bird.
Who are we following here? I switched over because it was a shot.
Oh, this is Acres Away. No, there we go. This is gonna be a big one for James to get through. You can skip each of these, and Leon has made a pass.
I told you.
He skipped. The dude did not phase him.
Oh, he fell down. Or is he putting the rings back? I can't tell.
He's putting the rings back. James he's lost a good bit of ground. It looks like he might have gone a double technique there. So that grip, it's wet. That just shows you how strong Leon is, that he didn't get affected by the dew at all. And James had to single it, and it looks like he even put two hands on one ring at the very end there. So we have a lead change for second place.
Gibson is on the rig that we showed yesterday. We're going to go over to that.
All right, Kempson's on the rig. Leon goes to scorn hole. That's where you throw a medicine ball through a hole. And it looks like Kempson is through that rig just about. There he goes. Nice. No problems. That Swiss cheese thing there gets a little awkward and funky. Your body weight makes it kind of fold and bend quite a bit. Kempson has taken the victory, though. That's a frame to finish line.
Well, now we've got a finish line.
Look how close Leon ended up getting to Kempson, too. He's only going to be about 20, maybe 30 seconds back. Good job, Leon.
Look at Leon coming all the way to get his first second place, it looks like.
His first second place.
Well, I was going to say
come on, James. Look at Leon.
Yes.
I mean, Leon really closed the gap. I mean, he's entering the A-frame now, and Kempson just got off.
We're going to get a chance to interview these winners. We're going to get a chance to interview these winners. Let's see if we can get him after he catches his breath for a second, okay?
Wow.
What's his name? Guy at the finish line whose name I'm forgetting?
Kempson? Oh, James is caught up here. Uh-oh. And here comes, who's that? I can't tell who that is catching James right now. Come on, James. He just got to that one. It looked like he wasn't going to make that, but he's got one swing to a rope, climb that rope.
This is the battle for third right here. This is third place.
This is going to be really tight. He's on the rope. Wow. Oh, come on, lock those feet off. He's lost third, it looks like. Oh, his arms are pumped. Somebody
just snuck on the podium, my friends. Yep. Oh, no.
Come on, James.
He can't hear you. But...
Oh, no. Oh, no. He is heartbroken, too. He knows it. Oh, he was out of gas.
Brutal. I want to get some finish line chatter here. Can we get these guys? Can we get the camera over to Kempson?
Nice job. What a pass on the obstacle, man. Oh, James, though. Wow, that was heartbreaking. On the final rope, just locked those feet off, but you could tell he was just completely pumped.
All right, let's get a finish line interview here. What's his name?
I can't help you, dude.
I know. I'm talking to not Lloyd.
Bo, is Bo
We're getting there. We're letting them catch their breath.
We'll go ahead. Ryan's been finished for a couple seconds. Go over to Kempson.
Can you keep the women's race in the side so we can watch that too? Good idea.
Good idea. Hang on. Good idea. Let's get the women's frame in there. Oh, we got the nice photo. All right, let's talk to Kempson. Kempson. You got to unmute yourself. Finish line cam. Unmute yourself, finish line cam. Not unmuting himself.
All right, Matt, I'm here with number one. Matt,
Ryan Kempson. Kempson. Was it ever in doubt? But was it ever in doubt, buddy?
Yeah, dude, they went out way too fast. I shouldn't have ran with them. I don't know where the second two went. Like, oh my God, it hurt so bad. There was so much running in the first, 2 miles? Oh my God. And then it was just so spent, and these obstacles, they're just wet enough that you couldn't really swing or take risks, but it was fun. I got a good pump. That was a good course in the end.
How difficult is it for you to have to keep looking back? Is that how does that pressure feel? Just running the whole time with looking behind you?
It's tough when you're on a runner's course and you know the guys behind you are much faster runners than you. You got to I kept checking my watch. You got to make sure once you're in the lead, if you hold a certain pace, it's going to be hard for them to make the ground. And if they do, they're going to be spent on the obstacles, which I think what's happened. Vasquez and James, they messed something up. So yeah, once you got the little lead, it was just kind of being consistent and making them work on the obstacles. But it was hard because I lost my watch somewhere. So.
Was there any obstacle you struggled with?
Leon made up a lot of ground, though. I couldn't believe how close he was in the end. He's really good at the obstacles. He was just steady the whole race. I probably should have ran the race next to him instead of the guys who went out first.
Yeah, I don't know. That might have backfired. He was so fast on those obstacles at the end.
Hey Ryan,
going out fast, it definitely did. I was spent.
Ryan, are you gonna go enjoy a delicious non-alcoholic beer right now?
I wish. I don't think they have them at this race. Maybe I'll have a real beer later. And I really want ice cream. It's hot.
Dude, I
started craving it 2 days ago.
I was giving you a chance to shout out your sponsor, dude. You kind of blew it.
Athletic Brewing. They take care of me well. Great non-alcoholic beers, craft beers that taste good, and you can celebrate with them. And it's funny when you celebrate with a non-alcoholic beer. It's really not the alcohol. It's just like having something in your hand and sharing an experience with somebody. So give them a try.
Cheers.
Here you go.
Yes.
Looks like. Can we talk to Leon?
Leon,
you want to hop over?
This is the slow guy.
Yep, that's me.
He stayed behind a little ways. He cut a few corners, and that's why he's so close to that.
I didn't want to make the American cry losing on home turf, so I had to stay back.
I was scared of that. I actually didn't see you. I thought it was James and Bess still behind me.
And then you looked around.
And I'm like, right there. And I wouldn't be worried about an options, but you, I'm like, you can do the same as me. I can't mess something up.
I felt good out there. I thought it was fun. You got
yeah,
I had to
that's American racing.
Yeah, actually not go out like that.
Yeah, that was smart. It was probably a smarter race than our race.
I don't know about you. I miss the boat athletes, right?
I want to talk to Leon. I don't want to watch these two jabber.
What about the women's race? Looks like Rebecca's been really
so
smooth
Leon,
in the
you're
obstacles.
Matt B.
We'll see in Matt B.
We're on here, so you got to kind of get close to listen, and I'll kind of zoom back.
Right,
what do you guys got for Leon?
Leon,
hey guys.
Man, you were so smooth on those obstacles. Do you feel like your race strategy went exactly how you wanted it to go?
Actually, I ran exactly how I planned it. I focused a lot on having a decent heart rate going through this because I knew the first 6-7 kilometers would be primarily running based. So I stuck to the plan, and then I just I let it rip on that last mile, which got really tough.
You look great on those obstacles, man. I bet you're wishing you just had 2 or 3 more, huh?
Can you hear?
Who was the third place male, by the way?
2 or 3 more would have been absolutely incredible. I felt at home there. Like I didn't even. I don't have anything. Like my arms are not exhausted at all. I felt like I went through without using much energy, and it just felt comfortable. Everything went well. I'm actually extremely happy.
What did you think of Savage Race? First time running one.
I thought it was really well organized. I was easy to get around. The course was The course was well distributed. I thought it would be super annoying to only have running-based things for the first 2/3 of the race, but they put in a few interesting things. And honestly, you didn't have to do a lot of running between obstacles, so you could always kind of see and keep in touch with people. Only time I got nervous was on the carry because I face planted after hitting a root with my foot, dropped my thing. I was like, no! And then I couldn't see anybody anymore. But one rig later, Alvaro was on his way back to Nicaragua, and Ryan Kempson was running for the win. So I felt pretty good there. Yeah.
Hey, who finished third, Leon? What's his name?
Was it James? No. Wait, I forgot your name. Danny Martin. He was running good out there, like keeping me on my toes. It was really good. Apparently he's well strong too. Like
he was there in the fall as well. He performs well there.
Yeah, he performed really well. I was excited to race. Is it Zook who was in second place a lot of the time? That guy ran well. Like we were head to head after the infiltration low Ricky thingy. I had to ask like what to do because there wasn't a bell. I was like, "What do I do, James?" But yeah, it turned out okay. He was running well also.
He had a heartbreaking. He lost the podium on he made it to the very end of the rope on the last rig and just couldn't climb it. He was so pumped. It was really heartbreaking.
No.
Yeah,
we should do an online course
on the rope,
locks on rope.
He was trying to lock it. He just couldn't get it. It was it's tragic.
That's a shame. I was super stoked taking him over and anchors away though, because there's a lane for short people. Would see. How about that? So I could like reach. I could be on the ground and reach stuff. I was so excited about that.
Isn't it fun skipping those anchors too? You get those big swings, so much momentum. That's a fun one.
Right, I've been practicing Gibbons for OCRWC and like how to get in and out of it and just feel comfortable going the distance. With these, it feels way more comfortable because these rings were like dry. They're really, really good.
Speaking of, I believe
listen, Leon, great chatting with you. We're gonna go back to the wins race. Thanks, buddy. Good job.
All right, and speaking of anchors away, here we are, Rebecca at anchors away. Can we get that bigger?
Yeah.
She's been incredibly smooth through the obstacles.
Anchors and Chris Rogowski just got to pedal for the metal.
So she's probably got about a minute lead on Chris, and she's looking to skip. All right. Oh man, no problem.
Who's in third for the women? Do we know?
We got a battle for third still. Looks like. Man, Rebecca is smooth. How dare I doubt her and her obstacle efficiency? My goodness.
Yeah, I don't know what you were thinking, buddy.
I know. A climber too is someone who does really well at Savage because they don't have the brutal sort of heavy carries. It's more obstacles. So usually climbers do well. I am sorry, Rebecca.
Rebecca's looking great, but I would love to see the battle with second and third if we can get a shot.
I think we probably should hang out at the rig afterwards because that last rig, we saw what it did on the men's side, and it might be doing something similar on the women's.
All right, she missed her first attempt at scorn hole, and she made her second attempt. And off she goes.
She looks like she gave somebody a wave there. We didn't get a chance to see much of the people on that Swiss cheese thing there and how much it bends.
She's coming up to it now, isn't she? Yeah, here we go.
Swiss cheese gave a big boy like Nick Riker a lot of problem, but someone a little lighter like Rebecca shouldn't have any sort of problem on it. This is a cool way to enter it, metal pipe.
Okay, can't use your feet on the cheese.
Cheese. You see that bend there, but pretty mild. She's through the –
That's the hard part. Yeah, she's got it.
Yeah.
It's just the mop handle.
Well, wait a second. Is this where's that rope at the end? Do they have different lanes for men and women?
Apparently they do.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that later. I don't know why, but
so that rig actually was a lot easier for the women. It looked like you just had to get through the cheese and then you put your feet on it, and so that might not be much of a game changer. Is that Lloyd we're talking with now?
I'm here.
Hey, can we go over and see the battle for second and third? Maybe anchors away. Because that might be more of a game changer than that rig.
We will we'll head back over there right now.
Unless, is that second right there? No.
Actually, Chris Roglowski is through. I don't know if you guys can see her. She's approaching scoring hole.
Okay, great. So
Jamie just finished anchors away, so we'll see if she can catch up if this rig gives either one of them trouble.
This is a pretty close women's race, so gaps are.
So Chris is through. Jamie is on her way to scoring hole.
So Jamie's in third right now?
Jamie is in third.
I wonder what happens between Jamie and Chrissy out there.
I don't see Chrissy from where I am right now.
Chrissy might have struggled on the sawtooth.
You only use your feet on the poles of the rope, guys. Poles of the rope.
Hey Lloyd,
Chris is
you got
gonna
pro
have any
Alex
problems with this.
You got pro Alex Walker saying that it was silly to change this for men and women. Just giving you a heads up.
She always says we're silly.
Silly boys.
What was that? I honestly don't know. The top women, I don't think would struggle with this, but I guess we can discuss it later.
No,
Depth
we're
of
shooting
the field.
we're shooting for a higher percentage. In Charlotte, we only had 4 women finish. So we're trying to make it where more finish, but where we can also make it challenging for the men. This is, we're always trying to improve, and this was something we decided to do.
Fair enough. Oh wow, Jamie is right there. Wow.
Yeah, I was gonna say she made a move, but
too little, too late.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Little podium spot right there.
Come on, Jamie. Looks like she's feeling it right now. Ah, she's good. Ish.
But the rig always changes, so this was today's setup. We'll see what it is in Georgia.
Ooh! Good job, Jamie.
Nice job, Jamie.
We have our podium.
We do? It's official?
It's official.
Unless she gets stuck in the cargo net.
Hang on a second. My kids are knocking.
Unless she touches a truss. No, I won't go there. Oh, it looks like chaos in that men's elite field right now, though. Lots of dejection. That might be a good spot to have a little barbecue truck. Let these guys fuel up.
This guy looks warm. This guy is dressed for some warm weather. I mean, some cold weather.
It's getting warm pretty fast here. It's going to be mid-80s today.
Can we keep this on and maybe talk to Rebecca? Thanks, Chris Strub.
Is Bo on at the finish line?
Yeah. Let's bring him up.
All right, I'm going to mute myself.
Good idea. Let's talk to Rebecca. Bring us over to Rebecca, please. See if I can make this. No. Oh, wait. What? Rebecca. Oh, we got a pretty shot at the end here. Let me get my banner up. It's official. We talk to Rebecca, please.
Oh, look at that one guy on the rig. Oh. That might work.
Rebecca.
Good job. Oh, yeah. Here, slide over here just so the sun's not behind you.
This is cool because you can see you.
Yeah,
so it's like even.
You're talking to Matt and Ryan.
Hey, Matt and Ryan
Woods.
Ryan Woods.
Rebecca,
Matt
great
Davis.
job out there. I am ashamed to admit it, but I doubted you on the obstacles. I was wondering if you were going to get through smooth, and you were just crushing it out there. You were extremely smooth on all those obstacles. Was this your first Savage race?
Yes. Yeah, it is.
How did you prepare for all these new obstacles?
Did some pull-ups, did some bicep curls, rows, dips. I don't know. I just went to the obstacle gym a couple times and keep my upper body up.
Well, good job.
Hey, Rebecca.
Yeah.
When we talked earlier this year, you were like, I'm kind of going to be a doctor now. zipping out there, winning a race, feeling great. Does it change your thoughts at all about future of racing for you?
Well, it makes me know that I'm definitely going to miss it. Who knows what the future holds. My assumption is that at least for the first year, no racing. But, you never know. But that's my assumption, and probably not after that. We'll see. You never know what's going to happen.
What about Georgia in 2 weeks?
So I'm going to race Hyrox in April. So
Ooh.
I'm going to train. Also, Nicole's going to go to that one. So, can't have to. Nicole's like, how about you go to Florida and I'll go to Georgia? I'm like, that's a deal.
Are you guys ducking competition?
Collusion in the pros. Look out.
No. Give the people what they want. They want to see a Rebecca Nicole challenge at Savage.
Totally. Well, they will get that at Hilderbat in May 23rd, 22nd, whatever it is. We'll race against each other. I wish I had gone to Jacksonville, but I just had an opportunity to see my boyfriend, so I took that.
All right. Well, great.
Romance over competition. All right.
Great job, Rebecca. Can we talk with? Can we speak with Chris R or Jamie H next?
Bloody nose. Oh, really? I missed the start, and then I had a bloody nose.
So that explains the big lead.
All right, Chris and Jamie, you guys got a second?
So Rebecca missed the start. That's how Chris got out front.
You got to this side because the sun's pretty hard there.
We're in the hot spot
You're
now.
talking to Matt B. Davis and Ryan Woods.
Hello.
And I'm just videoing, so I'll try to keep your faces in, but you got to kind of listen. So.
Okay.
Hey,
all right,
Chris, can you tell us about the start and how you got out to such a big lead? It seemed like you were dominant pretty early. Did Rebecca miss the start?
That's what I heard. I was just running. I felt good. I was running fast.
Right on. Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
With all the water. I was just feeling good when I started. I can't really run fast for very long now, so I think I
Did you guys struggle on any of the obstacles out there?
Yeah, Jamie. It's all easy for Jamie. I wouldn't say easy. I just luckily got everything one shot this time. The fall, I had trouble with that piece of queso that's hanging sideways, but I had a good time with it today. So I had one. I don't even know what that one was. The one where you caught me on. I didn't realize there were nachos in the woods, so I was just trying to. Tree hugger. I was trying to hug.
Tree hugger.
There's nachos. Me a couple times. It's fun. Yeah, the rig needs to be harder.
The rig needs to be harder, she said. I'm gonna get up for a second.
The top ladies agree.
Yes, make the lens all the same. What's this equality and then this?
Alex Walker said the same thing online as she was watching it. We were pretty surprised to see that the rigs were different out there. We were thinking that might be a bit of a game changer at the very end, a tough rig, but I think you guys would have been just fine through it anyway. You look pretty strong.
I think from the fall, the way it was set up was much more difficult. And I think maybe that's why Savage decided to change it to make it a little easier for the women, just because so many people got up there. And, I can understand wanting to change things and see how they go. But
and the weather makes a difference.
Yeah.
The weather today was perfect.
They want more women's finishers.
So.
Are you guys going to be at Savage, Georgia?
I'm not sure if I'm going yet. It depends. Baby's not really good with me being gone for too long, and I don't know. That's a long drive, so I don't know if I'll bring her or not. I don't know. I'm deciding still.
All right. Well, listen. Thanks for chatting with us.
Definitely going.
Oh, Jamie's going now.
Hey guys, all right, girls. I think he switched off of it. So
all right.
All right. Well, Woodsy.
We got a bell on the rig.
Hey Matt, I got the third place. Danny, what's the last name?
Daniel Martin.
Daniel Martin. You want to give him a shout out real quick?
Yeah. What's up, Danny?
Third place men's here. It's his second Savage race.
Ever?
Can't hear anything.
He was at Florida in the fall. That was his Florida in the fall was your first Savage, correct?
Oh yes, that was my first time. First experience here, and
you beat me there, I believe.
A few of the obstacles last time. I got it right this time.
Good job. Good job.
Thank you. I'm going to elaborate.
That's it. All right. Awesome. All right. Thanks,
All right.
Daniel. Good
Thank
job,
you.
buddy. Appreciate it.
All right, thanks, man. Let's go back to you want to go back to this one? Want to watch this obstacle?
I'm kind of ready to call it a day.
You're supposed to text me that privately. Come on, man.
Okay, well, all right. How long are you do this for? I mean, they got waves starting to like 2 o'clock. I mean, I didn't realize I made that kind of commitment today. Lloyd,
Lloyd, unmute yourself, and we can say goodbye, and we can kind of wrap it all up.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I thought it was a fun day of coverage. Appreciate you guys jumping on and doing this with us.
Yeah,
Hopefully,
people loved it. Lots of kudos.
Matt made some money.
I made a little bit of money, which is always good. But yeah, let's talk about tomorrow morning. Tell people what about size and distance tomorrow.
yeah, so we'll be doing the Blitz Pro. It'll be a little bit shorter, just over 3 miles tomorrow. A bunch of these guys will be back again. Leon, I know he's hungry now, so we'll see. He likes a shorter course. We'll see how that goes for him tomorrow.
Could be real interesting, Leon and Ryan. We saw how Leon closed over the obstacles at the end of the race, so it could be real fun.
Yeah.
Oh.
So we will be back. Tomorrow is not till 8:30, so we get to act like we're sleeping in, but daylight savings, we lose an hour. So
I did that math already.
All right. Well, listen. Thanks so much, dude. We'll do this again tomorrow morning, and I'll tell people one more time before we close out. You can tap that little button that says "Give to ORM," your favorite channel for bringing you exciting coverage and guys like Ryan Woods on the mic.
All right.
1 2 1 2. Bye, Lloyd.
Right.
Bye, everyone.
See ya.
Woodsy, that was awesome, buddy.
We done?
Man, you're such a dick. I mean, we're saying goodbye to the people. You can leave. Go. I'll say goddbye to the people. You got to wrap it up professionally.
I thought you were gonna want to stay at the rig all day. I was like, oh man,
Well, no, I was just gonna give it a thing. You know what I mean? I was just giving.
I was trying to give you the wink and nod. Let's wrap it up, man.
Okay, you can text me next time, buddy.
I'll do this.
Exactly. Well, listen, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. We're going to do this again tomorrow. Woodsy, will you please get up tomorrow and do this with me, please?
Oh, no, man. You're killing me. I'm tired.
All right, I'll get Bracken. I guess I'll get Bracken. That's fine. I'll get Bracken. If you're...
Bracken set his alarm for 9 p.m.
All right, thanks for watching, guys. Love you, miss you, mean it. We got to run.
Bye, guys.